Dating can be a roller coaster of emotions. There's the excitement of meeting someone new, but also the anxiety of wondering how it will go. You can't control how someone feels about you or what they'll say, but you can control your response, your mindset, and how you handle whatever comes your way. That's where Stoicism comes in. Stoic philosophy teaches us to remain unshakable, no matter what life throws at us, and this applies perfectly to the modern dating world. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to adopt Stoic principles to build unbreakable confidence in dating, so you can stay calm, composed, and true to yourself, no matter the situation. Let's dive into the Stoic mindset that will help you navigate dating with complete control and confidence. 1. Focus only on what you can control. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. In dating, there are so many variables you can't influence, like how she feels about you, how the date will unfold, or what external circumstances might arise. Trying to control these things will only lead to anxiety and frustration. Stoic tip: you cannot control her reactions, but you can control your own. You can control your mindset, your actions, your words, and how you show up. When you shift your attention to the things that are within your power, you immediately relieve yourself of the stress that comes from trying to predict or force outcomes. Example: instead of worrying about whether she'll like you or whether the date will lead to a second one, focus on being present, having meaningful conversations, and being true to yourself. If the date goes well, great. If it doesn't, you've still maintained your sense of inner peace because you didn't tie your worth to her response. 2. Let go of the need for validation. Many men get caught up in seeking validation from women. This could mean constantly wondering if she's attracted to you, if she'll text you back, or if you've done enough to impress her. This need for external validation erodes your confidence because it places your sense of worth in someone else's hands. Stoic tip: a Stoic man finds validation within himself. He doesn't seek approval from others, because his sense of worth comes from his actions and values, not from how others perceive him. Epictetus once said, "Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them." In other words, it's not the external situation that should dictate how you feel about yourself. It's how you choose to respond to it. Example: imagine you're texting a woman you're interested in, but she's taking longer than usual to reply. Instead of overthinking and letting anxiety creep in, remind yourself that her response time has no bearing on your value. Stay calm, go about your day, and if she's interested, she'll respond. You don't need her validation to feel good about yourself. 3. Embrace rejection as part of growth. Rejection is a common fear in dating, but it's inevitable. Even the most confident, attractive people face rejection. The difference is how they handle it. In Stoicism, rejection or adversity is seen as a natural part of life, something to embrace and learn from, rather than fear. Stoic tip: instead of viewing rejection as a negative, a Stoic sees it as an opportunity for growth. Rejection doesn't diminish your value, it simply redirects you towards something or someone better suited to you. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the challenges you face can be used as stepping stones towards self-improvement. Example: if a woman turns you down, don't dwell on it or take it personally. Use it as a chance to reflect on what you can improve, but also remind yourself that not every connection is meant to work out. View rejection as a natural part of life's process and a chance to strengthen your resilience. 4. Be present in the moment. In Stoicism, the present moment is all that matters. The past is beyond your control, and the future is uncertain. Many men make the mistake of overthinking or worrying about what's going to happen next, whether on the date or in the early stages of a relationship. This pulls you out of the moment and makes you appear nervous or distracted. Stoic tip: the key to being unshakable in dating is to stay present. Pay full attention to the person in front of you, listen actively, and be engaged in the moment. When you're truly present, you're more relaxed, confident, and attractive. You're not worrying about where things are headed because you're too busy enjoying where they are right now. Example: instead of worrying about how the date is going or thinking about whether there will be a second one, focus on the present conversation. Ask thoughtful questions, be curious, and stay engaged. Being present shows that you're grounded and not overly concerned with outcomes, which is a highly attractive trait. 5. Practice emotional detachment. One of the most powerful Stoic principles is the idea of emotional detachment. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or being cold. It means not allowing external events or the actions of others to control your emotions. When you become too attached to a particular outcome, such as wanting a date to go a certain way, you give away your emotional power. Stoic tip: emotional detachment is about staying centered, no matter what happens. Whether the date goes perfectly or awkward moments arise, you remain grounded. This inner calm is what Stoicism teaches, being in control of your internal state, no matter the external circumstances. By not being attached to a specific result, you maintain your peace. Example: if the date doesn't go as planned, or if she's not as responsive as you hoped, resist the urge to become frustrated or disappointed. Instead, acknowledge that it's outside of your control and remain emotionally neutral. A Stoic man doesn't get swept up in the highs and lows. He stays steady, which makes him more resilient and attractive. 6. Lead with integrity and authenticity. Stoicism teaches that we must live in alignment with our values and act with integrity. This means being authentic, not trying to be someone you're not to impress others. In dating, this can be a game changer. Many men make the mistake of putting on a facade to win someone over, but this often backfires because it's unsustainable. Stoic tip: be true to who you are, and don't try to manipulate or deceive others just to get what you want. Authenticity is magnetic because it shows confidence and security in who you are. A Stoic man isn't concerned with playing games or wearing masks. He's secure enough to show up as himself, flaws and all. Example: if you have a particular interest or hobby, don't downplay it just because you think it might not impress her. Being authentic about your passions and who you are will attract the right people into your life and filter out those who aren't a good fit. Leading with integrity is key to building meaningful connections. 7. Don't rush. Let things unfold naturally. Another mistake many men make is trying to rush the process. Whether it's pushing for physical intimacy or forcing a relationship before it's ready, rushing things usually leads to a lack of connection or even pushes the other person away. Stoic tip: patience is a core Stoic virtue. A Stoic man doesn't rush. He lets things unfold naturally and trusts that what's meant to be will happen. Instead of forcing the situation, he remains calm, patient, and respectful of the other person's pace. By being patient, you show emotional maturity and confidence in the process. Example: if you're on a date and things are going well, don't feel the need to force the next step. Whether it's escalating to physical intimacy or locking down plans for a second date, let things happen organically. Trust that if there's a connection, it will naturally progress. Patience is a sign of confidence, not passivity. 8. Accept uncertainty as part of the process. Dating is full of uncertainties. Will she like me? Will there be a second date? Will this turn into something more? Uncertainty can be anxiety-inducing if you let it control your thoughts. However, Stoicism teaches us that uncertainty is a natural part of life, and the key to handling it is acceptance. Stoic tip: instead of resisting uncertainty, embrace it. Recognize that you don't need to have all the answers right away, and that not knowing is okay. Focus on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, and how you treat others, and let the rest unfold as it will. Example: instead of obsessing over whether the relationship will progress, focus on enjoying the journey. Every connection, whether short-term or long-term, is valuable in its own right. By accepting uncertainty, you free yourself from the pressure of needing everything to go perfectly and allow yourself to enjoy the process. Conclusion: to be unshakable in dating, you need to adopt the Stoic mindset. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on dating, stoicism, and personal growth. Thanks for watching.